Hi, welcome to my channel Afilados. I have something from the American continent actually. We're going to El Salvador. So we have a very cool, very special knife, and today we're gonna have some fun with it. I'm gonna be cooking with it and cutting some stuff, see if it's good for food prep. This is made by Condor. Made in El Salvador. This is the Mountaineer knife. Mountaineer Trail, I believe. So it has really good steel. It's 440 HC, stainless, as you can see, and a little bit of satin finish right here. Very interesting design. Almost like a tanto design, but you know, it's just very rounded right here. I'm gonna have some fun with it. It has a walnut handle and paracord wrap around it. It just makes it very nice and grippy, very comfortable to hold, and I love the sheath. It has a leather sheath. It fits really nice. You can hang from your belt a little bit lower, and it will tilt right there. It has another very interesting little pocket right there. I would guess that's for a ferro rod to start a little fire. And very cool knife. About $70 on this knife. I think it's a really cool design. It really caught my eye. I usually buy knives here in the US, made in the US, but this design really caught my eye. I haven't seen anything like it, and I think it's gonna be a nice addition for my collection. Look how beautiful this guy is. Right there, stainless steel, 440 HC, good edge retention, and I'm gonna have some fun. Actually, today we're gonna make some milanesas de pollo. So we're gonna use chicken, some mashed potatoes, and a tomato salad. That's gonna be my dinner, and I want to share with you guys, and we're gonna see how this guy will do with the food prep. I think it's gonna do just fine. It looks like it feels actually really good, and I don't know, I can't wait. So I usually use this knife to cut the either beef or chicken. In this case, it's gonna be chicken. I need this to be very thin, so I'm gonna show you how thin I can get this little. That's how thin they need to be. So I want to know if this is gonna be good for my cooking, and I can tell you that it's not working out very well. No, unfortunately, it's not long enough to cut through. It's giving me a thin slice, so it will do the job, but I can tell you that this knife is a lot better. I can get a very nice thin slice all the way through. So yeah, unfortunately this knife will not work for this job. But let's cut some potatoes and see how it does. All right, so I'm gonna cut some potatoes. Usually I use this Japanese knife. It's very nice. It's very, very skinny. I let it. It gives you room right here when you're cutting, so you're not touching the wood right there. It slices very nice. Let's try this guy right here. So this is a little thicker. I would say maybe like 1/8. This is probably like 1/16 of an inch. So let's try it. Wow, it really there's some resistance. I like that tip right there because that cut right through it, but I can feel more resistance when I'm cutting through the potato. We're gonna make some mashed potatoes. I have the water boiling. So I guess it will work. You know, it's not ideal. This is actually what I would use to cut my potatoes. I wanna cut them in smaller pieces, not too small, so we'll boil a little, cook the potato a little faster. All right, so here we go. We'll put this guys over here. Woo! Splashing everywhere. Well, I think this is better if I just do it by hand. So I cut in the potatoes a little smaller, will boil or cook a little faster. And usually what I do is put a little bit of salt. So it's already salted, and just let it boil. We'll come back. Well, this part doesn't involve a knife, but this is the part where I'm gonna use some eggs. Always use pasture raised chicken. That's the most humane way of treating animals that we're gonna consume. The ones that are free, cage free, you know, those they're suffering. You know, pasture raised is the best. So they're a little more expensive, but I think it's better for you, for the world. You know, you don't want to make those animals suffer. So I'm gonna get these eggs. I'm gonna get my fork. I'm gonna mix them up. I'm gonna put some salt. This, like that. So this is gonna be for all of these. I might need a third egg. And I'm gonna mix some breadcrumbs. I'm gonna use some panko. My wife likes the panko, so it's a little thicker texture. So I think it's a good combination between the two. Mix them a little bit, and I'm just gonna put this in the egg like this, and into the breadcrumbs, and from here we're gonna go to the fryer. So here we go. We have some avocado oil. It's best if you want to cook high temperatures. For everything else I use olive oil. I'm gonna put a good layer of oil. And I have my milanesas almost ready to go. As soon as the temperature rises, I will put them in. What I usually do, I throw a few crumbs, and if I see the sizzling, I will know that it's ready. Well, I think the oil is ready. Yeah, I can see that it's nice and boily. So we're gonna put our first milanesa. It doesn't take very long. The key is that they're very thin. Alright, so these guys seem to be ready. Nice and gold. There you go. Very nice. I like it. Coming along. Look at this. Nice and toasty on both sides. Beautiful. Now we're gonna do the potato, mashed potato. Alright, so the potatoes are nice and soft. You see how it just crumbles. And so what I'm gonna do, I just already put some pepper. A lot of pepper. I like it a little spicy. And alright, multitasking here. So I'm gonna take this other milanesa and I'll show you guys what I use. I use a little bit of chili powder, just a little bit, you know, just to give it a little kick. And I love ground nutmeg. And what else do we have? You know, not all the time, but here's a little turmeric. My wife doesn't like it, but my son does, so it makes it a little yellow. Put a bunch of olive oil, olive oil, and some salt. Yep. And then we're gonna put a little bit of butter, and then some milk. So that will make it really creamy. All right, I'll show you how it. I'm just gonna mix it. All right. All right, so we're gonna put some milk. You see how making all is very smooth and creamy. I'm just gonna let that butter melt. You can do it with sweet potatoes. It's actually pretty good. All right, almost there. All right, we need to make a salad. Like I said, I usually use a different knife to do this, but right now I'm just gonna do it this way. You know, I got distracted. I wasn't supposed to cut them like that, but all right. You can make this with onions also, and my salads are very simple. I usually use olive oil, vinegar, and salt, and that's it. Yeah, there's nothing else. So I'm just gonna cut it in pieces like this. Cut that little part. I like that part of the knife. It allows me to go forward in this cutting. I can get rid of this guy right here. So yeah, and now we're gonna proceed to put some salt and vinegar, and that's gonna be salt, vinegar, and pepper. I love pepper. So and that's about it. Yeah. So let me transfer this and put it in here. Cut this in half. There we go. Throw it in there and make it just thinner. There we go. If you can see. Now I'm just gonna put some salt. And now I'm gonna bring some vinegar. I'm sorry, not vinegar. Olive oil and some pepper, and that should do it. So yeah, here we go. bunch of them. And then mix it up. Mix it up a little bit. Yeah, like that. And very simple salad. Olive oil and salt, can't go wrong with that. Well, the best part now, I get to enjoy it. I always put a little lemon because that counteracts all the oils in the meat, and it's just tasty. Let's try this bad boy. We had some mayonnaise, some mustard. Oh yeah, it cuts so nice. I like to put a little mayo, a little mustard, maybe a little potato, mashed potato right there. Thumbs up. Milanesas de pollo. Try it. It's a good knife. I like it. From El Salvador. Pretty sweet.